let me review this evidence. Because this is starting to
I paid her up front and...
get a little all over the place. Thank you, sir. Okay, so you two had an agreement. I do see here where you sent $500 to Ms. Brooks. So you did receive $500, ma'am?
Yes.
Now, what was your understanding? Let me bring you in here. Maybe you can help bring some clarity, because I'm a bit confused, to be candid with you, ma'am. What was the $500 for? What was your job?
I was to attend the party with him.
The family reunion party?
Yes.
Okay.
Make a good impression,
Okay.
be the good girlfriend, and go along my merry way.
I'm just interested. I am looking, by the way, court, at a service agreement that looks to execute scope of work, what the expectation was. This was 4 hours, very important. Scope of the work, 4 hours, commencing at your arrival of the party and ending 4 hours later. You understood that? Okay. Post-engagement clause to allow for natural and believable disengagement to prevent abruptness, basically to not blow the cover. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, you both understood that. I see you both have signed here to show the court that this was properly executed. And you both agreed to this. So there was no problem until there was a problem. When was there a problem, Mr. Hill?
So the problem was that we agreed that she was going to be my partner for the dinner event. But after that, she kept being friendly with my family, so my family added her to the group chat.
You got added to the family group chat, Ms. Brooks?
So...
Not the new boo
Yes.
in the family group chat. Well, what is the old boo thinking about all of this? I'm just wondering.
Well, she got mad and she ended up with me. She broke up with me.
She broke up with you?
And also, I lost my trip that I planned to go with her. Puerto Rico.
Which boo?
Daniela.
That's the old boo?
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's the old boo. So you were going to take the old boo on a trip. Where were you going,
To
Mr.
Puerto
Hill?
Rico.
To Puerto Rico.
Yeah, yeah.
Lovely. I love Puerto Rico. Have you been to Puerto Rico before?
No.
Oh, you didn't get to go now. That's a shame. It's a very beautiful island.
So I wanted to bring her there, but when she saw the messages that she was sending and sharing with my parents,
Yes.
with my family, like kissing and saying, tell your grandma your cornbread was good, had a good wine, next meal is on me.
That's what Ms. Brooks was saying? New boo?
Yes.
I'm talking to you, new boo.
Yes.
Okay, let's pull up the text exchange of this family chat so we can get a sense as to what the communication was like. I guess this is your mom starting this exchange with her. Marcus, you and Talia are such a beautiful couple.
Yes.
Can't wait to see you at the next family event. Dad cosigns, get ready to see some soccer. Okay. Hey, this is the sister. You have a sister?
Yes.
Okay, we miss you already, and calling her sister. I mean,
This is very personal.
One thing about it, Miss Talia, you did a great job.
I'm good at my job.
She's good at her job. She's a keeper. Everybody enjoyed it.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
What would you have liked Miss Brooks to do differently?
You should have just kept things neutral.
I think he's just upset that his family might like me a little bit better than him.
And later,
To stop the cart, I had to turn the wheel, yank the wheel to the side, and the cart was stopped by hitting the wall.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Marcus Hill, who blames Talia Brooks for ruining his relationship and romantic trip.
Let's look at this breakup text we also have here from Old Boo, also known as Daniela. Daniela, okay. She's upset. Marcus, this is not going to work out between us. You said, what are you talking about? I read your family group chat. Who is Talia? Okay, you've been playing me all along. You say, Daniela, that's not it at all. Talia and I are not seeing each other. She says, I can't with your lies. There is nothing more you can say to make me believe. Trust you, rather, I'm done. Bye. Please let me explain. No, delete my number. We are done. And then no communication since.
No communication.
So when you went to get the money for the Puerto Rico trip, what did they tell you?
So the trip was non-refundable.
Ooh, how much money?
$3,500.
$3,500.
So $3,000. Sorry.
$3,000 on the trip, and
Yes,
$500 is what you're in my courtroom
stress.
for. What is that? Stress?
For my stress.
Oh, certainly stress. Okay.
Yeah, stress
All right,
from
all
my
right.
family and stress from her especially.
Okay. Have you seen a counselor? Do you have a receipt to show me where you've gotten therapy or something to help with the stress?
No, but I'm going to do it.
Okay. Well, We'll put a note in that. So $3,000 for this grand romantic weekend in Puerto Rico.
Correct.
That she dumped you.
She dumped
and
me.
obviously is not going.
She's
and
not
you
going.
had to still come out of pocket for it.
Correct.
So why does she need to pay you for that?
So I think she needs to pay me because the agreement was just for the dinner and not having some sort of communication with my family after the family reunion.
Ms. Talia, when were you added to the group text? How many days after the event or hours?
At the event.
Oh, this happened at the event?
Yes, like towards the end of it.
Okay, like this is important. Was it within the 4 hours?
Yes.
You're running into a problem, Mr. Hill. You've got a scope of work here that says 4 hours, she's on. So she's telling this court that she was simply doing her job, doing it quite well, per your own family.
Yes, I'm not saying...
She was convincing, right?
Yes, correct.
You were satisfied with her work.
I'm not saying that she's not a good person or she didn't do her job.
So we ain't talking about whether she's a good person. We're talking about whether or not she's satisfied the terms of y'all's agreement. That's what I care about.
She did satisfy it.
Okay, so you expect this young lady to come out with quite a bit of money to compensate you for what you claim are significant losses. And they are her fault because?
Because she ended up my relationship.
Now, what happened then, Ms. Brooks, to where this didn't go according to plan and that you ended up in the group chat responding and them feeling so connected to you that they really want you to now be the real girlfriend?
I mean, I just did my job the way that I was supposed to. I showed up, I talked to the family, they welcomed me. I'm Puerto Rican, so my family's very loud and very warm.
I was gonna say, it's giving family, sir. Yeah, I don't know that it's giving anything abnormal.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I do my job very well.
Yeah. You're charming. You're charming. You look at Elijah, it's happy, it's good to look at, charming individual, beautiful
Thank you, Your
white
Honor.
teeth.
Thank you.
Look like you work for a living, take care of yourself?
Yes, I'm an actress as well. So this is kind of what I do to kind of keep myself in practice. Obviously, I'm doing a pretty good job.
Very good job. Okay, so this is interesting. I'm going to tell you, Mr. Hill, I'm going to give you a final word here, and I'm going to be ready to make a decision and ruling here. You have not convinced me yet. I'm going to give you a final opportunity. What would you have liked Miss Brooks to do differently?
She should have just kept things neutral.
I'm not seeing that she's not neutral here, sir. Do you have any last words for the court?
I think he's just upset that his family might like me a little bit better than him.
Than him, even? Oh, wow. Shots fired. I don't know that I saw that one coming. Well, I do feel I've heard enough. Thank you both for your evidence and for sharing your sides of the story. I've been really consistent on this point, Mr. Hill. I feel bad for you, sir. You seem like a very nice young man, clean-cut guy. Clearly, you do well for yourself. You had very romantic intentions with your actual girlfriend.
Yes.
And this was supposed to be a lovely thing. I hate that you got dumped. I hate that you didn't get your money back on your non-refundable $3,000 vacation. I hate that you are stressed and upset about this. I really am. But you have not met the elements, the legal elements, which is my job, to hold you accountable for proving the legal elements of breach of contract or intentional, heavy on intentional, infliction of emotional distress. Therefore, the plaintiff's case is dismissed in full, no judgment. That's my verdict.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
Maybe you should have just brought your girl.
Anybody else, sir?
Well, sometimes do better your job. Don't take it too far.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
So I'm looking at this golf cart. I'm seeing some damage here on the bumper. I'm seeing where the bumper was replaced. He had you replace the bumper on his cart.
Yes, he did, for $1,900.
This is Equal Justice. Jenna Rollins claims the defendant rented her a golf cart with faulty brakes. She got into an accident and sprained her wrist. Patrick Solis says the cart was inspected the day before and was in working order.
Ms. Rollins, I see you are suing the defendant for $4,850. What brings you to court today?
Your Honor, I'm suing Mr. Solis for personal injury and damages suffered after he rented me a faulty, busted, broken golf cart on Catalina Island.
Okay, let's get to you, Mr. Solis. Talk to me about when Miss Rowland comes in and says she wants to rent a cart for the day.
We were busy that day, so I had gone to my employee, Josh, and I had asked him to pay special attention to her.
Okay.
He went ahead and had her review and sign the contract.
There's agreement, okay.
There was an agreement, definitely.
You've got that with you today in court?
I do.
So give your whole evidence folder, please, to my bailiff. Thank you, sir. So I'm looking at this agreement. Now I'm seeing it says all renters agree the rented golf cart must be off all roads designated as bluff roads or scenic overlooks between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. Okay, I also see in your evidence that there's this brake functionality test. This is performed frequently and says it passed.
It did.
Okay, so let's come to you now, Ms. Rowland.
Your Honor, the issue was the brakes.
Okay.
I go out on the road, and it was a great time until I started going down a hill.
Okay.
I press on the brakes. Well, it's not just soft. The pedal goes all the way down to the floor. The cart does not slow down. The cart does not stop.
Oh, God.
To stop the cart, I had to turn the wheel, yank the wheel to the side, and the cart was stopped by hitting the wall.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Look at the contract. We advise not to go down that road at 6 o'clock.
I don't know that you advise not to. I think you prohibit.
Yes, we do.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with Jenna Rollins, who's fighting with Patrick Solis over a golf cart crash.
Okay, Miss, you referenced some evidence. Go ahead and give your folder to my bailiff so I can see exactly what's going on here. Thank you, ma'am. Now, were you hurt?
I was hurt. I was diagnosed with a sprained wrist.
Oh, man.
For which I also had to pay $450 for treatment.
Okay, so I'm looking at this golf cart. I'm seeing some damage here on the bumper. I'm also looking at an iPad. Do you know what this is referencing, ma'am?
Yes, it was broken in the collision, and for that I included $1,200.
Let's see here. I'm seeing where the bumper was replaced. He had you replace the bumper on his cart?
Yes, he did, for $1,900.
Yes, and you had to pay this per the agreement, right?
Yes, I did. I paid before
you left,
leaving
like when you
Island.
turned the car in?
Yes.
Okay, so you did collect this, right, Mr. Solis?
I did collect the $1,900, which is a generous amount because we didn't even charge her for the damage done to the side of the cart.
Okay, so the cart has been repaired at this point.
Correct.
And it's back a part of the fleet of the premier golf cart rental of Catalina Island.
Definitely nice, safe, and sound.
Okay, so you sent one of your employees to go help her when she crashed?
I personally went there.
Oh, you went personally?
I did. So if you look at what time she called me.
Okay, let me look. Go ahead, keep talking.
All right. The accident took place beyond 6 o'clock, and when you look at the contract, we advise not to go down that road at 6 o'clock.
I don't know that you advise not to. I think you prohibit.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Is what I read, that it is actually prohibited. Separate issue. You're saying, Your Honor, it was scary and I had no choice but to essentially manually stop the car by going into the wall because the brakes weren't working.
That's right.
Judge Eboni's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
Well, this is a very much he said, she said. I hope y'all can understand the position you're putting me in. You know, she's making a good faith claim that she did everything right. And he's saying, and does have some proof, ma'am, that his golf cart was in working order when you received it, and that there would have been no reason for you to end up in this catastrophe. However, in order for me to rule in your favor, you would have had to prove to me that he provided you with a malfunctioning vehicle in the form of a golf cart. And you simply haven't presented evidence to that today, ma'am. So without more evidence that there was something mechanically wrong with his vehicle that he would absolutely be responsible for and this would go totally different, I must find in favor of the defendant just due to lack of evidence, ma'am. If you give more evidence, please come back to court. I would love to rule in your favor. But right now, the plaintiff's case is dismissed. That's my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
Justice was not served today. It was not served.
I shouldn't have been here today, and I should have countersued for my time wasted. But I do invite anyone to come visit us on the beautiful island and have a great time visiting us.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.